Today, my first video 2016, I'm going to run through my new filter, Eheim Ecco Pro 130. If I had the box, I'd have the box. I was going to do like an unpacking video, but I just wanted to put it on the fish tank, so I didn't do that. You can notice on the tank's missing my internal filter that I built. I thought that was getting a little bit too past its sell-by date, and I wanted some more filter media running through this. So I found these guys. The little 130 filter will fit in my unit here. Underneath it, it's completely hidden. I'm going to take it apart for you, show you all the stuff in it, show you what you get, and then show you how I've changed it slightly with some advice from Pond Guru, the guy that does the Biohome Ultimate filter media, to just basically improve it a little bit and change the filter media in there. So here we go. I'm doing it in the bath because I thought it would save getting crud everywhere, and then I can just wash it out later. So this is it. This is the first time I actually took it off since it's been on the aquarium. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, and a lot drier as well. I'll show you how these connect up in a bit, but basically this lever here, you pull down and it opens the whole thing up, and then this like safety valve pushes it right up open, and then I'm going to pull this open and you can see all the stuff inside. So I'm running a bit of carbon in here at the moment, just because I've had meds in the tank before and I haven't had any carbon to take that out. So what's really cool about this, in this little filter area here, you can put like stuff like that in there, and it keeps it all safe, all locked in, and it's a good little area to put that in there. So that's like a little drop of carbon in there. This is the main filter pad. So this is like the coarse filter pad that takes out all the crud. You can see it's like slowly starting to gunge up, which is cool. It's been in there a week. So that's the filter pad. The main one. The way this thing works is it pulls water in from the middle piece. So the water goes down each side of the basket. Now this is the whole basket here. So water drains down the side, and then it gets taken up through the middle of this basket. And if you've got the bigger size, you get this like basically bigger baskets. And you can see here, this is the fine pad. Wow, that's taken a lot of crap out over a week, which is good. It's what I want. But I've modded this a little bit. So the way it should be arranged, or the way they say they should be arranged, is in here. That filter floss kind of pad, the fine pad, should go on the top of this, like after the filter media. Whereas really the filter media should have as clean water as you can possibly get before it starts doing its job, because otherwise it's going to get filled up with crud. And the way this Biohome Ultimate filter media works is it's got loads of tiny little pores in there where all the bacteria can harness and basically latch onto it. So the cleaner the water, the better, really, because if this gets all dirtied up, then the bacteria is not going to be able to colonise in it. So this is just a bag for a filter that I got with my carbon, actually, from my fluval carbon stuff. I put it in there because I can basically, when I monthly do a clean of this, I can give it a good shake out, and then I can just chuck the bag back inside, and it allows me to pile up the filter media in that as well. So yeah, that basically is it. That's all you have, is those two filter pads. Now you could like put another filter pad in there. You could put like have coarse, medium and fine if you wanted to. I haven't done that. I've just gone with the filter pads that they've provided, because this floss one looked really good, like it's really fine. But yeah, like I said, instead of putting it in here, I've put it right in the bottom. So that basically cleans up the water way before it hits the media, to keep the media's water nice and clean, and then that just sits on top. It all fits together fine like that as well. Whether or not the manufacturers would be pleased with that. I've got the plug all wet and stuff, better dry that all out before I plug it back in. But yeah, that's in a nutshell. That's how it works. And then when you put this back on the aquarium, you pop that back in, and once it's past that hook there, this is ready to basically like get the siphon running, re-siphon it. So when you pull that up, as long as your taps are open, it will pull the water in from the inlet and then refill it up basically, and then you can start it. So I should say that Eheim provides you with some filter media as well, just like some round pellet balls. They're all about that big. that you can throw in that basket. I didn't use that, I just bought some more Biohome Ultimate because I like it. You can see my review on that. So I've got a bit more left over of that. So what you get is you get a full length of tubing. You probably see there's a video by Kel's Aquarium. I watched that. He's a really good review of this. But yeah, you get this tube, Eheim tube, which is the size is I think it's 12 to 16 mil. Yeah, so inside's 12mm, outside 16 mil. You can chop it in half and then lengthen it to the size that you want for your to get into your tank. And then you can see these are the inlet and outlet hoses. They're exactly the same on each one. And that just basically plumbs in there, and then you screw that on, and jobs are good. You can then open the pipes up and start your filter again. The instructions tell you what orders to do it all in, so like when you turn it off they say close the inlet, let it run, close the outlet and then unplug it. And then basically when you've got it all back in, set up and screwed on, put them all on to allow the flow, and then push this up to charge it, and that's what you have to do. But what I really liked about this is I didn't realise, I mean this is my hand, these tubes are really, really small. So on the Fluval Roma tank that I've got, there's some little grooves in the top which are only about the size of a £1 coin or something like that, a small coin. And it basically just sits and hooks really neatly on that. So that's what put me off the Fluval stuff, because the Fluval stuff, the inlet and outlet hoses look massive and they're really intrusive on the tank, and I wanted something a little bit more, you know, a little bit less obtrusive. And these really work really well. You can see I've stuck a bit of hose on the outlet of it as well, because this didn't quite meet to the water line, but with that little hose on it did, and then I got a bit of surface agitation on it. So you can get spray bars for these and stuff like that as well if you wanted to. But that's it in a nutshell. There all is. It's all hooked up now. Back on the aquarium doing its thing. So yeah, you can see, like, I mean, well, you can see my dodgy dodgy hack of some IKEA furniture there. I wouldn't recommend. Don't do this at home, kids. So like these things, loads of people say they're not strong enough for an aquarium, but I've basically rigged mine so it's a bit stronger. Probably could it'll probably collapse one day, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, it sits underneath there. It's like one of those standard pieces of IKEA furniture things. It's really small, it's really compact. I just didn't realise quite how little it was. I might have been tempted to get the bigger one, but I just don't think it would have fit underneath there. So this is the last shot on the filter now, just so you can see it in the tank. So you can see there's my outlet tube doing its thing, and then the inlet tube is really neat and tidy. Like it's really, really thin, and it's got like a little cover that goes on the top of it, and you can hardly see it, like with the plants and stuff in there. It's really cool. Oh yeah, so you might see on my channel I've got a video about the Hong Sloy. Sadly, I left the heater off for a whole week, and I don't think it liked it much. We had a bit of a cold snap, and yeah, fortunately that was the only fatality. But I think he got dropsy just after I screwed up the heater thing. But I bought this thing, which is really cool. It's like a alarm thing. This is just going up because it's just on a water change, so it go up to 25. But it's got an alarm on it, so it'll let me know again if I'm that much of an idiot that I leave the heater off for the whole week. So hopefully that won't happen again. I should have bought that ages ago.